talk with two ladies from WIFT who gave us some really good insight into the industry and some really great advice.
And I ended up spending a total of 7 years in Australia. I moved to Channel 10 and I learnt and worked in news and current affairs. So I've got a very broad mix of production skills and across all genres, which is what's been quite unusual for me in terms of the skills that I can perhaps offer to a network or to an organisation.
It doesn't matter how talented you are, it's a team game, and people who are respectful of all the people that are helping them are so much more interesting to work with than people who think that they are the Führer. You have to be able to make a wholehearted commitment to something. And the hardest thing about this business is that it's not ploddy work. It's not just putting one foot after the other and then taking tea at 10 o'clock and then going back to work and taking lunch at 12 o'clock.
On our second day in Wellington, we got the bus up to Miramar, where we went to Park Road Post and got talked to by Vicky Pope, a producer for the new movie Two Little Boys, and post-producer Alison Ingram. These talks gave us some really good advice on how to get into the industry, such as volunteering, and some really great insight into what goes on at Park Road Post. Our next stop was Weta Workshop, where we got talked to by one of the founders, Richard Taylor, the surprise guest Stephen Fry, and several of the staff members. We got so much of a rundown on how Weta Workshop was started, how it's run today, the kind of projects they do, and what working there entails. First thing on Thursday, we went to the film archive, where we were shown some really great examples of our film and television history from New Zealand and internationally. Next up, we headed over to New Zealand On Screen, where we were given a quick overview of the company and shown and allowed to play with their exciting new interactive wall. After lunch, we went to the Our Space Te Papa exhibition, where we saw the same kind of interactive technology, but in a museum setting. On Friday, we headed all the way out to Avalon Studios, which was a really amazing experience. Avalon was so vast and such a big facility. But it was kind of sad to see how empty it was and how few people were working there at the moment. It was kind of like a quite outdated somewhat, and we were allowed on to the set of Good Morning and in the control room, and we got a really great, quite in-depth experience and view of how that show is run. Going to the New Zealand Film Commission was really great. I learnt a lot that I didn't know about their schemes and funding for short films and for even people like us, amateur filmmakers. And we were shown some really great New Zealand Film Commission funded short films.